There's only one reason why you're going to buy this phone, and that's because of gaming. So does the Black Shark 3 live up to expectations? So this phone does follow in the footsteps of previous generations and basically puts in all of the latest and greatest specs within the smartphone. The Snapdragon 865 is the most powerful processor in the Android world, so you're covered there. You've also got all those other internals, Wi-Fi 6, LPDDR5, UFS 3.0, lots of numbers and statistics, but basically the best of the best in terms of hardware that you can actually put inside a phone. The battery is also very big, something that you're going to want when you're doing hardcore things like gaming. And it's got a 65-watt charging speed, which is fantastic. The lowest version, which is 8 gigabytes, comes with a 30-watt charger in the box though. You don't get that 65-watt charger. However, those options may be different inside and outside of China. A quick test of the charging speed, going from roughly 25%. In 2 minutes, it got all the way up to 29%. Within 5 minutes of charging, it jumped all the way up to 33%. And then going just up to the 10-minute mark, we managed to get 41%. I had to use the 65-watt charger that came with the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro because this one came with a 30-watt charger. All charging speeds are different and they charge the battery at different rates throughout the range, but I wouldn't say that was the quickest charging I've ever witnessed. So one of the great things about this phone is that 90 Hz display. It is beaten by the 120 Hz displays like in the S20 phones or even the ROG Phone 2. However, most games are set up for 90 Hz at the maximum anyway, and considering the slightly lower price of this version, it sort of makes sense. You also get a completely bezel-less display and a big display too, so that definitely helps. In terms of customized hardware options and functionality, which really this phone's all about, you get this game mode button that takes you into the Black Shark game mode. All your games are in this mode and you can flick through everything. There's loads of options for you to customize performance, the refresh rate, and the display settings to make sure that you're playing games in the best possible way. And you can also adjust pretty much everything, which is not something that you get in most phones. The haptics in this phone are also really, really good. I think they took the same motor from the Mi 10 range. They're really clicky, which is a really good thing. Yes, on PUBG, you can play on the highest settings. A 90 Hz refresh rate on here. This is the Chinese version of PUBG. For right now, at least 90 Hz is the highest refresh rate you can go to. So that 120 Hz display, if you wanted it, would be wasted anyway. The phone also has a 270 Hz touch sampling rate, which means the phone scans for your touch much more times per second than phones with a lower touch sampling rate. What this means is that the phone should respond to your touches faster, and of course, that has huge benefits when you are gaming. There's also lots of hardware options and peripherals that you can attach to this phone, which is one of the main reasons why they made a specific gaming phone physically to look like this. You have controllers, keyboards, fans, and also earphones that you can all link up to this device. There's also specific gaming features, like if you swipe to the left, you get lots of information regarding how much time that you've actually spent in games. Speed tests, opening apps, are not really relevant. It's not going to affect the way that you use the phone. And in any case, this has all the top specs. It is incredibly snappy. Absolutely no issues with the phone. And of course, we had to run an Antutu, and it is right up there with some of the most powerful phones you can get. The front-facing speakers are also a big plus for the phone. They're not massive, and actually I think the top and bottom bezels for a gaming phone are actually quite slim. But as Black Shark is so closely linked to Xiaomi, you get really good speakers in the Xiaomi 2, albeit the top one and bottom one are facing outwards and not upwards. I'm assuming that they took the fingerprint sensor direct from the Mi 10 series 2, about the same as that. Very quick, very accurate, no problems. Because of the design of the phone, the power button is definitely high up there on the phone. I'm guessing they had to do this to fit some peripherals in there so that they wouldn't actually touch the power button. Not a massive deal, but something that's good to know. Unsurprisingly, playing games on this phone is fantastic. It's specifically made for gaming. Can't help but think that a lot of the internals and possibly even the screen on this phone are going to be used in the upcoming K30 Pro. That phone is a bit more mainstream, but the benefit of this phone is the physical design that you can add to and all of the software optimizations that are really specific to gaming. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and videos. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.